You guys have a F-150 emblem on your truck that you want to remove or you want to replace, you want to paint, you want to black it out, whatever it is, stay tuned to this video. I got a little tip and trick to show you how you can change your badge if you want to replace it to an all black like this, or if you want to do something else. If you know how much of a pain this is, stay tuned to this video and I'll show you guys how easy it actually is. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. And for all my longtime subscribers, welcome back. You guys know the drill. All right, today I'm going to show you guys the easy way to replace these badges on your F-150. If you're like me and you want to go ahead and black out your badges like this, there's multiple ways that you can go ahead and do it, whether you want to black it out or whether you just want to change the color or whatever you want to do. The easiest thing to do is to remove this. Obviously, you can plastic dip it, you can mask it off and spray it on your truck, but I wouldn't recommend that because you get spray all over the place. I'm going to show you guys how I do it and how easy it is. At least I think it's easy, and you can do it yourself. There's just a couple little tips and tricks you need to follow. All right, well, the first thing you need to know is if you're going to get a replacement badge, they're going to come in two styles. One, it's an exact replacement like this. And if you notice, there are clips on the back. Now, on the back of this badge, there are clips as well that mirror this along the bottom. You know, there's 4 of them here. And that's usually the hard part that people try to get this thing off. They try to rip it off and end up breaking the clips. I'm going to show you how you can save your badge. You don't have to break your clips, but you just got to take a little bit of time. Now, behind here, there are these clips that are pushed into the vehicle. Now, all you really need to do while you're doing this is you're going to squeeze on the sides of these as you pry this up and pop them off. Eventually, they'll just pop right off. Now, the trick if you're using this style is you can see here all around behind this badge, there's an adhesive. And trust me, that thing is pretty strong. So I'm going to show you how to soften that up and remove it so that taking this thing off is not as difficult as it seems. Now, there's also another style badge like this that doesn't have these clips and it's just flat held in place by adhesive. Now, if you have one of these, the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to put a tape along the edge so that you know exactly where you removed it from, and when you go to put back your new badge, it's lined up exactly like it was from factory. All right, now let's go ahead and start and I'll show you guys how to do it. All right, so if you have the style where it has just the adhesive and you don't have the clips, what you want to do is you want to mask it off by putting some blue tape. And that will give you a reference point, so whenever you go to put back your new one, you put it back in the same location. Now, like I told you, behind here, the adhesive is pretty strong. So what you want to do is you want to see if you can cut this adhesive and separate it from the fender. The easiest way I find is to use some dental floss or some fishing line. That's what I'm going to use here. And you're going to work your way along and behind, just like that, and cut away the adhesive. Now you're going to do this all along the top here and some along the bottom as much as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just want to make sure that you have it cut and it starts so that once you start pulling this thing off, it will come off pretty easy. Now listen, I'm here in Florida, so it's pretty hot, but you may need to use like a heat gun just to warm this thing up a little bit, so it makes cutting the adhesive a little bit easier. But all you really need to do is work your way around with the dental floss or the fishing line, and you'll pretty much make quick work of this thing. The idea is you just want to separate it just enough so that once you start pulling on this thing, you don't break it. All right, once you're satisfied with however much of the adhesive you've cut away, next thing you want to do is get yourself some picks or something plastic that you're going to use to help pry this off once you're pulling. Now, if you remember what I talked about earlier, this is what it looks like behind here. So what you want to be doing is you want to squeeze on these clips like this as you're prying until it clears the fender, and then once it pops out, this one will be done. And then you do the same thing on the back side here. You squeeze down and pry the decal forward a little bit until these tabs pop out. You can do it from the bottom, but I find that doing it from the top gives you a little bit more leverage. So what you're going to see me doing is reaching my hand back behind the fender, squeezing these tabs at the same time while I'm prying forward. Just like that, one popped out. We're going to repeat the same process on the last one down here. Until it's all popped out. Now that you have both clips popped out, all you need to do is work your way around and kind of pry the adhesive off of the fender, taking your time until all the glue has pretty much come loose, and you can tilt this thing forward, work your way around. You can use the edge of your blade and run it along wherever you feel isn't loose until it comes right off. And there you go. All your clips are intact and you haven't bent your decal. You can reuse this or sell this or clean it up or spray it, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But the important thing is that you didn't break anything and you've preserved your emblem. So, all right, now that we're done, the next thing is we got to remove all this adhesive. All right, what I find easiest to remove this here, you can try and scrape this off with a plastic scrape tool, but I find using a little glue gun, and if you spray it onto the adhesive, let it sit here for maybe 5 minutes, and then when you come back, you'll be able to scrape this thing off pretty easy. All right, once the glue gun has been able to set, it'll pretty much eat away as much of the residue as possible. You can use a plastic scrape tool like this and just work your way around, scraping off all that adhesive. It should come right off. I know a lot of people do a lot of different things, but for me, I found that this works pretty well. It's pretty quick, and as you can see, it comes off without much damage. Well, there is no damage to the paint, and it's pretty quick. I've seen other methods where people try to peel it off, and it just takes forever. This glue gun stuff works well, and as you can see here, the adhesive is just pretty much peeling right off of the paint. Notice that I have my tape still intact in case you're using a decal that has only adhesive and doesn't have the clips. You're going to use the tape as reference so that you can line this thing up right and line it up the same way you took it off. Look how easy that is. All right, once you have it, all the adhesive removed, you can use a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and let's go ahead and clean this thing up. You want to get it as clean as possible to get rid of all the residue. Once you have everything removed, you can go ahead and start the process of putting your decal on. Now remember, if your decal only has adhesive, you're going to have to put it in the corner here and use this as a reference. I'm going to go ahead and remove mine since mine has the tabs, but you guys will follow the same procedures. Get it nice and clean and dry. All right, once your surface is clean, you're ready to put back on your new decal. If you have one like this, you're going to go ahead and remove the adhesive that's on there. Or if yours is painted or plastic dipped or whatever you want, what you want to do is you want to line up these two holes with the studs that are here, and the clips will line up here and here. You want to go ahead and start lining them up, but don't push in yet. You just want to get it started, and then you're just going to press firmly until it starts to go in. Once it's in, you go ahead and push it right in. What I like to do is put a little pressure on it, hold it there for like 30 seconds until your adhesive bonds to the surface. You could use a heat gun at this point if you'd like, but apart from that, your decal installation is complete. That was another easy job done. Replace my chrome badges on my F-150. You guys want to do the same thing? Now you know exactly how to do it. Once you got this side completed, you just repeat the process on the opposite side. I'm all done with mine. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It helps out the channel a lot, especially if you like these videos. And listen, doing your badges and removing them is not that bad if you know what you're doing and you're taking your time. And of course, as usual, that's why I'm here, to help you guys go through it. Now, it is hot out here in Florida and I'm sweating. I just wanted to show you guys a little project that I was working on and how you can do it yourself. So if you're up to the challenge, go ahead and do it. And if you haven't seen my other videos on my F-150 about replacing my mirror caps and my turn signals and my brake lights and all the other different things, go ahead, check those out. You guys can do it all yourself. All right, thanks for watching again, guys, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.